guys, so it's me, Tartar's Queen Dragoness, back with another video after a long month and a half hiatus, I think. 2 months, maybe? I don't remember. So over the past month or so that I've been away, I've seen stories that are just really not worth my time, effort, and my breath of glorious air. The thing is, I hate drama. Yes, I may get dramatic in some of my videos, but that's me genuinely trying to comprehend what the hell I'm witnessing. Okay? I do get overwhelmed pretty easily. I mean, let's face it, I could probably make some of the Karens and SJWs look like noobs from a GTA game. Which is why I decided to create this series called Dumb Things from Woke Trans, where I take stories of individuals, groups, corporations, and organizations that throw logic and decency out the window in order to entice more popularity from woke transgender demographic. And I, being as the dark wanderer of the underworld, will tombstone pile drive you all back into reality by one-punching you with why things are the way they are. I hope to turn this into a monthly series because, let's face it takes some time for stupidity to fester. For example, this first story I want to try to cover has to do with the International Olympic Committee. In 2015, the IOC implemented the restriction that transgender women, in particular, must be below a certain testosterone level, which was like 10 nitrates per mole. I don't know. I really don't know how to pronounce that word. So it was a pretty high threshold. Now it seems that the IOC has rescinded that restriction. And they are putting that authority to allow transgenders in sports to, you guessed it, actual sports individual organizations. This has the implication to go horribly wrong because, as many of the transgender community has acknowledged, this is pretty much a dumb idea. Even before the IOC even said anything, this puts lives in jeopardy. Safety goes out the window, all for the sake of inclusion in competition. I like winning as much as the next person, but allowing God mode in sports is just plain ludicrous. However, all is not lost though, as the IOC states that for the track and field events, specifically, going for 400-meter relays to 1 mile, must have their testosterone level be much lower. It's like 5 nanometers per liter or something, or lower. Plus, if they set any kind of crazy records, it won't be recognized. But that's just track and field. What about weightlifting? What about basketball? Possibly some MMA. We know about taekwondo, jiu-jitsu, gymnastics. I understand that they're trying to promote inclusion in the organization, because we all know that there's some unexpected deformalities in genetics. But this is the Olympics, not the Special Olympics. It's the Olympics. You have to realize you have to draw the line somewhere between respect and recognition as opposed to turning this whole international event into a sideshow entertainment arena. Because if you're not careful, you could very well be hurting your competitor's psyche in the long run, and quite possibly the reputation of the IOC. Lastly, putting faith in individual sports organizations' judgment won't work, because there have been instances where people were nearly killed, and you know perfectly well that these people, these organizations, cannot be trusted. Period. Remember my last video about criminal psychology? How I said that California was the most progressive state, but is second to the number of predators. Well, here's a prime example of the sheer stupidity of over-progressiveness, because the prison system is now getting shafted by a lawsuit filed to make sure that a law that allows prisoners, already incarcerated individuals, who identify as transgender females, to enter women's prisons. It just boggles my mind. What the hell is going on? Is it not mandatory to have criminal psychologists at these establishments to keep pathological liars from doing dumb things? I mean, who hires these criminal psychologists? Richard Simmons? I honestly hope that this law gets butchered to oblivion and this lawsuit is won. The only reason I can think of the prison system is doing this is to punish the really, really far out, really zany, crazy female prisoners. But even then, that's really, that's actually crossing the line. California, I know your intentions are pure to the inclusion of the members of the LGBT. But could you please, for the love of God, stop blindly spraying and praying approval of ideals that don't make any sense and put public harm to your public? Just think. Can you not think? Please? I'm glad I personally live in Texas, because I don't want to have to be living in a place with overly entitled airheads. Could somebody in the state of California please see reason? Now we come the creme de la creme of... And honestly, this has to be the dumbest thing I have ever heard of woke trans individuals. Why in the bloody blue hell do y'all think you're doing with J.K. Rowling? Yes, the famous author of the Harry Potter series got doxxed by some salty individuals because of some comments she made that were transphobic. I saw the comment that she made. It seems perfectly logical. So why are you getting salty about it? I'm no legal expert, and I'm not sure how the law handles stuff like this in Rolling State, but I'm pretty damn sure here in Texas I can sue a Lamborghini Countach or send you to prison for stalking and public endangerment, which I think is like 5 years. I think it's like 5 years. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's not long. I can tell you that. But for the love of God, I am not sure why anybody would think that this is a good idea, to threaten the lives of certain individuals just because you feel like your political, religious, or individualistic beliefs are contested. Okay? This is why I don't have personal, political, or religious beliefs. Because I don't want to be insane as these people. Okay? I don't want to be this insane. And I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. And I'm going to put this out there. You can be, spamming Twitter comments all this way from the east side of China to the west side of California. Or North Carolina, whatever. About how offended you are about this comment. But I'm just going to put it out there. What this puts you, in my eyes, what this puts you as a community of trans activists, I am literally now going to call you legitimate criminals. You are criminals at this point in time. And this is why I have 3 of these things in case anybody does anything stupid. Yes, in Texas, I'm allowed to carry these things and only allowed to use them in certain situations. I've used them at my job at Walmart. Walmart didn't like it, but the cops seemed to have appreciated my good work and good judgment. And they were mostly shocked that someone knew what they were doing. They didn't have beef with me that I used handcuffs on people. So what of it? So I implore you, anyone who cheers on for any of these overly aggressive SJWs or woke individuals, to be aware that there are people like myself who would actually fight back against individuals who do dumb things. And this is really, really stupid. If you're butthurt about some comment that somebody said that just offends your godly belief system, keep it on Twitter to where everyone can pretty much ignore you and not have to threaten actual people's lives. With that being said, I hope you found this video kind of enjoying. And if you want to see more videos like this in the future, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. Note, and I'll repeat this again, note this series will most likely be a monthly thing because, like I said, dumb things don't happen too often. But when they do, you can bet your keister I'm taking some notes down in the background. Requiescat in pace.